Hi, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I wanted to share a little haul with y'all. I won't share with you everything I bought, but I will share with you some of the ones that I think are lovely. The first one I am delighted to have now in my collection is by Diptyque. I think the bottles are lovely. Even on the back side, you get to see the sticker from this side of it, and I think it's so pretty. Nice attention to detail. And this one is Fleur de Peau, and the top notes are Outer Heights, Pink Pepper, Angelica, Bergamot, with heart notes of iris and Turkish rose, so I knew it was going to be a love. The base notes are musk, ambrette, which is muskmallow, carrot, ambergris, leather, sandalwood, and amberwood. Fleur de Peau is a beautiful floral aldehyde fragrance. And this is for those folks who like a soft, powdery, gentle notes that elicit a powdery allure. Revel in the intriguing symphony of the top notes all the way down to the base. This was launched in 2018, and I'm sure this is probably one of their best sellers and will continue to be. It's an absolutely exquisite fragrance that is perfect for all occasions. Whether you're looking to turn heads at a special events or simply enhance your everyday aroma, then this Fleur de Peau by Diptyque can certainly do that for you, in my opinion. It would also be a lovely scent to wear in the evenings, just as a calming type of fragrance. The next one on this list is by Bond No. 9, and it is Gardenia. This came out last year in 2024, and it's a very floral and very feminine fragrance to my nose. It has this beautiful pink bottle, and it is an absolutely delightful floral scent. Gardenia has a fragrance that is strong, sweet, with a green note, that is zippy and at the same time a bit earthy. I thought the light earthy may be from the vetiver, but it might also be due to the gardenia, which can have some earthiness to that as well. It's very, very, very eternal lasting with a very strong sillage. Please don't overspray this one, or you might just get sick of it before the summer is over. And you could get sick of it in a week if you spray way too much, which is what I did. But when I was able to go back to it, I realized just how much I love the fragrance of Gardenia. So that is by Bond No. 9, Gardenia from 2024. The next fragrance is by Parle Parfums, Comète Paradis. I hope I said that correctly. And these came in, and they were absolutely the cutest little containers. You've got the little metal top that you just pull off, and inside you have this little like canvas pouch to carry it in. I guess if you decide to put it in your purse. And I did buy the small size because I didn't feel like I needed the larger one. This is by Parle Parfums, called Comète Paradis. It has cocoa butter, tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, and the musk, and it all creates a picture in my mind of paradise. It's appropriate all year. The heat of the summer may cause this one to wilt just a bit. I love so many of the fragrances that I've discovered from this particular perfume house. Their discovery sets are a very nice way to try all of their perfumes. This is a soft but delightful, more than a skin scent, and it is gorgeous. I would highly recommend this. You can find it at a company called 50 ml, and they also have a website, the Parle Parfums website, where they have quite a few selections. This is their smaller bottle. I did go through a sampler set first and determined this was one I definitely wanted. And it's moderate lasting, moderate sillage, but the fragrance is very addictive. I think this is going to be a wonderful fragrance for spring and for summer. The next fragrance I chose and I hauled is another one from Parle Parfums, and it does come in that container. And I'll take this one out. I'll release it from its cage, which is that little canvas bag. And I've heard about this on YouTube and was so delighted to add it to my collection. This is called Mile High, and it is a beautiful fragrance. It's actually called Mile High 38, and I sprayed it just a couple of times since I knew it was a little out of season when I purchased it. This is delightful. It's a non-screechy kind of scent. I was glad it was a blind buy that turned out to be very successful. The best seasons to wear this fragrance, in my opinion, would be spring, summer, and early fall. It does have that chypre floral unisex vibe. It's a pineapple that is ripe and juicy with an overall feel of smooth, sweet, without being too sweet. I will let you know my thoughts when I've had more of a chance to wear it this summer. At the present time, I feel that this is absolutely gorgeous, a delight to wear, and I suspect pineapple will have a moment in the sun. At least it should, in my opinion. The next fragrance on this haul y'all list is by Trish McEvoy. I do have a dedicated review to her EDPs, so I'll try to link that. And I would invite you to try Trish McEvoy because she has so many absolutely beautiful fragrances. The EDTs are very light wearing, at least that's what I found with most of them. And then her EDPs are pretty good for lasting. And this one was released years ago, and that's when I discovered it. And I discovered Trish McEvoy as a designer fragrance house. And this is called Mandarin and Ginger Lily. And yes, we have this triangle-shaped bottle. And if you watch my other video, I went into details of how much I detest these caps, because it's not a question of will it come off as well as kind of spinning around. It will. So don't let that bother you. If the top is particularly annoying, you can buy some generic caps like this on Amazon so that you can protect your scent if it's in a closet being bumped with other fragrances. Oftentimes I found these triangular plastic lids to easily dislodge and to expose the scent to air. But while I'm not pleased with the bottles from Trish McEvoy, what I will say, it's a gem of a fragrance. Mandarin and Tiger Lily, I did not know if it would be released again. As I mentioned, it's a first fragrance I purchased from Trish McEvoy years ago. And I was so very, very happy to see this one available again. I think of a blissful early morning in the springtime. There's still dew on the grass, and you wander into the garden to select some lilies to maybe take to a friend at church. This has that quality that is sparkling, effervescent, happy, and is sure to garner lots of attention. This is my second bottle from this batch that I've purchased. I actually have another backup bottle, and I certainly went through two the very first time I tried it, and it was my signature scent for a while. Absolutely beautiful, bright, crisp, fresh, and a delicious fragrance. Trish McEvoy's number 6, Mandarin and Ginger Lily. Highly recommend this. You can also find it at Selfridges, and I think it was quite a bit less expensive at Selfridges. And if you're a member of their program, I can't think of what it's called now, but if you're a member of that program, you pay a fee, and then there's a very much smaller shipping price for other items you might find. You'd have to look at the price and determine if it's for you, but it certainly has been worth it for me. But this is currently on their website as well, Trish McEvoy. Beautiful fragrance. The next fragrance I have is EBK's Moonstone N Tuberose, and I left her in her box so that I would not expose her to too much air. And I am about to pull her out again. And yes, I had a sample of her that I absolutely knew I would love it. In the box, she sits very snugly in this space, and this is some information about EBK and their fragrances. And I think their bottles are so pretty. Moonstone N Tuberose. It's a floral fragrance that can be worn all year in my opinion. It's amazing, it's marvelous with a powdery quality, moderate lasting, and is so well blended. The tuberose is present. If you don't like tuberose or jasmine, then this may not be your type of scent. I think it will require some maturity to wear this with confidence. So I don't see someone maybe in their teens or 20s early to necessarily gravitate toward this fragrance. But you can order samples, and I think that that's a great idea with many of their fragrances. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video, my fragrance friends. Goodbye.